What's going on, guys? Bobby with Consumer Time Capsule, back with another review for you here. And there's no room in Little Caesars for us to do this review, but today I'm doing the extra Most Bestest pepperoni stuffed crust pizza. And yes, that is the full proper name of this thing. That is maybe the longest, least catchy name in all of food right now. But essentially what it is it's an extension of the line of extra Most Bestest pizzas. Last spring, Little Caesars came out with a pepperoni pizza that had 80% more pepperoni and 25% more cheese. And now they're adding 3 feet of mozzarella cheese around the crust. So it's basically an unraveled fruit by the foot around this big old pizza. And it's $9. Not a bad deal. From 4 to 8, it is hot and ready, and we did just put that to the test, and it's almost 8 o'clock. And it was hot, and it is ready. So we're gonna dig in and see if this thing is worth the extra money. You know, because the regular extra Most Bestest is $6. The regular pepperoni pizza here is $5. And so this is definitely a premium product. And what I'm seeing is, first off, it is very, very, very hot. You know, this is why I don't do reviews of fast food stuff or restaurant stuff at home, because you just can't get it this hot after being in the car for 10 minutes, you know? So it looks pretty good. The crust is kind of thick, and you know, certainly it's very, very densely packed with pepperoni. I mean, there has to be freaking 100 pepperoni, maybe not 100. There has to be at least 40 or 50 pepperonis, like pieces on this pizza. It's crazy. So I am trying to rip off a piece here. I'm just gonna have to, well, I got most of it. So lots of pepperoni, very hot, and the crust, there's your mozzarella cheese. It's a little thin, the layer. Maybe I should grab another one for like a side view. Can you kind of look in on that? You kind of see what that's all about? It's like around a string cheese level of cheese, wouldn't you say? Like probably pretty standard, like maybe a little bit thinner than the Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza, the ring around that. It's a beast, and it's a messy beast. What do you think? Should I do the front, or should I bite from the back? Front? The back, yeah. I'm doing it like the old Pizza Hut commercial, some of which you can find on the Consumer Time Capsule YouTube channel. Oh yeah, that's good. You know what, though? I know what it needs. It needs some crazy sauce. Everything is better at Little Caesars with crazy sauce. What do you guys think about this setup, huh? We brought our own table and everything. You might be seeing more reviews outside. This is just nice. It's just nice and calming, you know? So I'm gonna go ahead and take this for a dunk, and then I'll tell you all about it. Because that crazy sauce, we know it's good. It's gonna make it better for sure. So the cheese is really, really, it's chewy, but it's not unpleasant. It's like really, it's more like a light cheese. You know, it doesn't have that, like, because it's fresh, it doesn't have that like super chewy bite. You know what I mean? Like that, nobody wants that in their pizza. So I feel like the hot and ready thing, sometimes it can sit there for a minute, but I feel like I got like just an especially fresh one, and that's the advantage of doing it 4 to 8 instead of doing it all day. And yeah, I'm gonna go in for another dip. I'd say without the crazy sauce though, really I don't think it's really worth doing the stuffed crust. I would probably just rather do the traditional extra Most Bestest. But when you start adding the sauce in, which cost me 86 cents, by the way. I mean, I did just buy a pizza, right? That's another story for another time. That's on you. No, you don't work here. We have an audience today, which is nice.
You should get a slice of pizza.
Yeah, you want a slice of pizza, man? You don't have to be on camera. I can hand it to you off camera.
No, I'm okay with
All right. All right. So anyway, the crust is nice, but it needs that sauce. I gotta tell you, it's not a. You want just a bite of the crust? Try it out. So I'll take a bite of the pizza as well because, you know, Little Caesars, man, they make some good pizza. That is tons of cheese and pepperoni. It is extra most and bestest. They're not lying. You know, I really like it. I like it a lot. But Little Caesars has set the value bar just so high. I'd probably rather just go with the $5 or $6 option and forego the stuffed crust option altogether, because I don't feel like it's a $3 value add. If you were to sell it for like $7, $7.50, maybe even $8, I'd say you're really onto something. At $9, it's probably not something that's going to be sticking around for a long time. And quite frankly, at least our Little Caesars here in Central Texas, they've been doing stuffed crust pizza all along. I understand that it's not a national thing, so getting stuffed crust pizza at Little Caesars might be something that's kind of special in some markets. I mean, here we do it all the time, so it's really not that big of a deal. But having it hot and ready is definitely a new thing. So 4 to 8 p.m. you can get this thing. It's $9, and it's supposed to be ready all the time. Although we got the last one, so if you were behind us in line, it may be neither. Well, it will be hot, but it won't necessarily be ready. But the pizza itself is really good. I'd say of any national chain, like, you know, like the Pizza Huts, Domino's, Papa John's, my preference has always been Little Caesars. And if you've ever been to a party at the Capsule, which is probably not a ton of you, but if you've ever been to a party at the Capsule, it's really all I can afford. And I do really enjoy it. So, you know, I gotta say, we're gonna do the gimmick grade first on this one. The gimmick is, I mean, it's stuffed crust pizza. I feel like that's something that's really been done. I like that they're integrating a new menu option, a new spin on the extra most bestest, but it's not really blowing my mind in terms of originality. So I give it a gimmick grade of 5 out of 10. I can't say I'm not glad that they did it. I just wish that they had done something a little bit weirder. And then in terms of the overall grade, the taste is really solid. I mean, it's a Little Caesars extra most bestest pizza with a ring of cheese. You know, it's not, you know, I'm sure that even if you haven't had it, you kind of know what I'm getting at. Since I really like Little Caesars pizza, I'm gonna give the pizza itself a 7.5 out of 10, which is pretty solid. It's very, very cheesy, both in the crust and on the pizza. So if you're into really cheesy pizza, this is really your thing. It has more pepperoni than it needs for my taste. It really does. I dare say maybe too much pepperoni. It's a lot of pepperoni, because really, I couldn't imagine killing more than 2 or 3 slices of this just because of the grease accumulation. But it is very tasty, and I love Little Caesars pizza. I mean, you gotta include Little Caesars. All right, you wanna know how to bump up that 7.5? If you get a pizza, give me the cup of the crazy sauce, because that makes everything better at Little Caesars. Everybody already knows that. So if we got one bone to pick here, include the crazy sauce. Come on, man. I paid $9 for a pizza at Little Caesars. You can give me a cup of sauce. It's cool. I won't tell anybody. Actually, I will. I'm gonna probably tell all of you guys. So try to swindle some free sauce if you go. But you know, it is worth checking out. Hey, if you have a party or something like that, get a bunch of the cheap pizzas for all your guests, and get this nice premium pizza for yourself and, you know, your wife or husband or girlfriend or whatever. Like, you know, because it's good. It is very good, and it might be discreet enough that they won't even be able to tell that you're eating something that's a little bit better than the rest of the party. But Little Caesars, keep on doing what you're doing. I love you guys. I'm gonna keep having you at parties at the Capsule. Stop charging me for the sauce, and we're cool again. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please, 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 please subscribe. We're trying to get to that 1,000 barrier really, really soon. We're only at 680 as we film this, or 681, 682. So we got a little bit of work to do. So tell a friend or something. Please like my videos and check out the 80s and 90s commercials that I upload every single day. Till next time, I will miss you guys till I see you, and we're gonna see. We might have another outdoor review coming really, really, really soon. So we'll see, but thanks, guys.